This isn't just another monster fight. It's one of the most defining moments in the entire MonsterVerse. We're talking about the ultimate sacrifice of Mothra, the queen of the monsters, for her king. It's easily one of the most beautiful and heartbreaking scenes in the franchise, packed with layers of ancient meaning. So, what exactly makes this moment hit so hard? Today we're breaking down the stunning detail and deep symbolism of Mothra's final flight. We'll explore not just the story, but how the sheer visual spectacle in 4K HDR elevates this scene from a monster's death to a legendary act of heroism, one that forever changed Godzilla himself. First, to really get the weight of her sacrifice, you have to understand the bond between Mothra and Godzilla. It's an ancient, symbiotic relationship that goes back thousands of years. They're not just a temporary team-up. They're two sides of the same cosmic coin, linked together to keep the planet in balance. She's the benevolent, divine guardian worshipped as a goddess, while he's the raw, unstoppable force that keeps everything in check. The scene is set in the ruins of Boston. Godzilla's on the ropes, nearly taken out by the oxygen destroyer and now facing a fully powered King Ghidorah. He's losing badly. The world is on the brink. This is where Mothra's ancient instinct kicks in. What she does next isn't just about saving a friend. It's a predestined, primal drive. She flies in not just as an ally, but as the world's last hope, ready to fulfill a role in a cycle as old as the Titans themselves. And this is where watching in 4K HDR completely changes the game. As Mothra charges Ghidorah, the screen explodes with light and color. The HDR makes her bioluminescent wings pulse with an angelic glow against the dark, stormy backdrop. She isn't just a giant moth. She's framed as a divine being. In a brilliant touch, the patterns on her wings were even designed to look like Godzilla's eyes, a visual cue reinforcing their deep connection. When Ghidorah unleashes his gravity beams, the result is breathtaking. The 4K clarity lets you see every single particle of her wings as they disintegrate into golden energy. The deep contrast of HDR makes the radiant light of her sacrifice feel incredibly powerful. This isn't just a cool visual effect, it's a storytelling choice. Her death isn't a defeat, but a beautiful, transcendent release of power. The sound design is just as critical. The sorrowful swell of Mothra's musical theme, her defiant last cry, and Ghidorah's triumphant roar create a truly devastating emotional moment. And as we watch her fade, if you're enjoying this kind of deep dive into the MonsterVerse, maybe think about subscribing for more. Mothra's death isn't an end, it's a transfer of power. Her body dissolves into a cloud of energy that rains down on Godzilla, literally gifting him her life force. This is the heart of the scene's symbolism. Sacrifice leads to rebirth, and ultimately, victory. Godzilla absorbs her essence and is pushed beyond his natural limits into his final form. Burning Godzilla. The filmmakers drive this home in a brilliant way, as Godzilla unleashes his thermonuclear pulses. You can see the ghostly image of Mothra's wings in each fiery blast. You can even hear her shriek mixed into his roar. She's still with him, her spirit fused with his power. This act didn't just give him a temporary power-up, it fundamentally evolved him. He inherited a piece of her consciousness, becoming the true king of the monsters. Crucially, the MonsterVerse makes it clear that this was never going to be the absolute end for Mothra. Her character has always represented the eternal cycle of birth, life, death, and rebirth. The film's post-credits scene confirms it with the discovery of a new Mothra egg, ensuring her legacy lives on. The idea, supported by director Michael Dougherty, is that each incarnation of Mothra inherits the memories of the one before. So, the Mothra we see die remembers her entire lineage, and the next Mothra will remember this very sacrifice. Her influence is felt years later in Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, where a reincarnated Mothra returns, awakened to once again restore balance by uniting Godzilla and Kong against a new enemy. Her sacrifice in Boston wasn't just a single moment of heroism. It was one heartbreaking but vital step in her endless mission to protect the Earth. In the end, Mothra's sacrifice is so much more than a monster's death. It's a complex, beautiful, and pivotal scene that gets to the very soul of the MonsterVerse themes of loyalty. The cycles of nature and the profound bond between these ancient titans. It's a moment made even more powerful by the stunning visuals and sound that bring her divine nature to life. What did you find most powerful about this scene? Do you think it's the most important moment in the franchise? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the world of the Titans, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell.